Hello and welcome to another update video about SUI. SUI has performed really well over the last few days and has followed the idea that we could be in a wave 1 to the upside of a larger 5-wave move of wave C towards 280 plus. Obviously that remains to be seen. I always encourage people not to focus so much on long-term targets, and I hope that, we can see that this has been, I think, the right guidance in the current market. There's no point in focusing on long-term targets, get all hyped about a coin. It is important to watch the levels, take it level by level. Can the market now form a first reversal pattern based on Elliott wave? That would be a first 5-wave move to the upside. If yes, can it hold support? We will get a support area for circle wave 2. Then, can we form an internal 1-2 setup of wave 3? That's really how it builds and how we need to focus on this structure, because we can't say, right, we've possibly got a low there, it's now going to rally to 280. That's ridiculous. That just doesn't work, and it gives the wrong impression. A lot of people who hype these coins, they give the wrong impression. I'm very much hesitant to give long-term targets usually, because they often don't materialize. Cryptos, there are projections, yeah, and if the condition remains favorable, we should get there. But we can see that SUI also really has a difficult, life. We had an initial 5-wave move up, and that was really a solid structure. Now, okay, solid, you have to take it with the right perspective. This chart really has a very limited chart history. So any chart with a limited history is more speculative and less reliable. So that's, anyway, key. So we had a first 5-wave move up, however, a pullback into support, broke briefly, but didn't sustain below the 53-cent level. The invalidation point is down here, that's the 36-cent level. And now it's all about, okay, can we form the next 5-wave move up? In yesterday's update, and I think also the video before that, I shared with you this descending trend line here, highlighted in red. If we go to the 1-hour time frame, oops, 1 second, this trend line got indeed broken. It was a first breakout signal, and the market seems to sustain above it. Will be interesting to see if the daily candle can close above this trend line. It is at least a trend line with 3 touch points. I would have really liked it to start up here. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that, because I always find them more reliable when they actually start at a significant high point. This here is a bit random, I have to say, but okay, we broke above the trend line. The more obvious usually the trend line, the better. This here is not so obvious, I think. Just connect. This is a bit random, this point would be nice, but it is a valid trend line. So anyway, we broke above it, and this is only a 3-wave move at the moment, so could easily be an ABC structure. But I highlighted earlier today to our Discord members that wave 3, here, this internal 3rd wave, and I can change the wave degree, just elevate the wave degree by 1. The 3rd wave should get to 97 cents, okay, as a first ideal target. That's the 3rd wave, let's call it minimum target, first ideal target. And then we could get a 4th wave and a 5th wave. So 5 waves up. The 5th wave should get to $1.05 or higher, typically the 1.618 extension. Now, normally for cryptos, I like them to get even to the 1.786 or 200% for a clearer 5-wave move. But it needs to be in 5 waves. There's no point this 3rd wave extending. As long as we don't get a healthy 4th wave, it is not a nice and clean 5-wave move. But it's ready quite substantially. I think it was news related. And when we get those 5 waves up and then we see a start of a pullback, we can add the support zone for wave 2. Now, what could happen is we rally a little higher, maybe to $1.05, maybe a little higher, $1.11. Then the next pullback might just be simply a retest of the trend line from above. Now, at the moment, SUI, one of the best performers, I think. And if we take a look at some other coins, they've kind of suffered today. SUI actually performed really well. I think today it spent most of the time just consolidating, but still on a pretty high level. If we go to the 1-hour chart, this looks ripe for upside continuation. Not guaranteed, but it does kind of look like it. That it might want to go a little higher. And it should really in the 3rd wave, right? And it should really. What I can do, I can give you support. The support level that really matters now in this rally is the 50% retracement. And that is at 72 cents. So as long as we're holding 72 cents, the impulsive structure to the upside that might be building can continue. Any break below the 50% fib level will indicate that it's likely failing, and we topped in 3 waves. Because a break below 72 cents would mean not only a break below the 50% fib level, which is important, impulsive support, no. It is also a break back below the trend line that we just broke out of. So that wouldn't be good. Okay, so ideally below, above it. And then the next upside targets have already been mentioned. That's the update about SUI. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.